Engagement Optimized Matchmaking, or EOMM, is a system designed to maximize how much time you actually spend playing the game. And on the surface, that sounds great. What better way to measure a game's health than how often players jump in and how long they stay? But here's the catch. Many players, myself included, feel that EOMM prioritizes engagement over everything else, leading to frustrating experiences, especially in ranked. Imagine you're a new player hopping into Marvel Rivals for a quick play for the first time. You try out different characters, have some fun, but lose. No big deal, right? You can just queue up again. Well, Engagement Optimized Matchmaking notices you lost but kept playing, flagging you as someone who might stick around regardless of the outcome. Now let's say your first match was a fair 50-50. The next game might tilt slightly against you, say a 49-51 chance in favor of you losing. Maybe nobody picks a tank or you're the lone healer, but either way, you lose again. After a couple of losses, the system might interpret a pattern. This player doesn't care about winning, they're just here for the vibes. And suddenly, you find yourself in loser's queue. If you spent any time in the Marvel Rivals community, you've heard of loser's queue. Hell, you've probably even experienced it. A streak of games where no matter how well you play or what role you pick, it feels like the game is rigged to make you lose. And it'll give you the most incredible teammates, considering they were even able to queue with what seems to be no fucking hands and McDonald's Wi-Fi internet. And this perception creates a vicious cycle. Players assume they're in loser's queue, lose motivation, play worse, and probably lose again, turning into a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's demoralizing and makes you question why you're even trying. You're like Sisyphus, except instead of a big-ass boulder, it's some Jeff Main elo terrorist. Worse, EOMM can incentivize not playing. Many players, myself included, follow a 2-loss rule. Lose 2 ranked games in a row, and you stop playing for the day to quote-unquote reset the algorithm. The theory behind that? If the system sees you quit after a loss, it might give you fairer or even favorable matchups later to lure you back. But this is completely backwards. Why would a matchmaking system encourage players to log off? And let's not forget about smurfing. Players create new accounts to dodge the algorithm's grip on their main account's standing, further disrupting the matchmaking balance and ecosystem. Engagement Optimized Matchmaking has become so controversial that the Marvel Rivals dev team announced they're working on a video to explain their matchmaking system, insisting it's not EOMM. And of course they would. See, matchmaking is kind of like Santa Claus or the Tooth Fairy. Once you figure out how it works, all the magic is gone, it becomes predictable, and people will manipulate it to gain an advantage. And my take is very similar to this user here. Either their system misses a checkbox or two to avoid the EOMM label, or they're revamping it entirely and will showcase a new version. Regardless, most players agree matchmaking feels broken. I mean, take my own journey last season. I was in Grandmaster 1, playing ranked, when I hit what felt like loser's queue. Frustrated, I took a 3 to 4 day break, but when I returned, it was like a switch flipped. I started dominating, completely shutting out teams, even forcing surrenders. One session, I climbed from Grandmaster 3 to Celestial 2, 5 entire ranks. Sure, I was thrilled, but it left me with more questions than answers. Did I magically get that much better during my break? Are Monday players just better than Thursday players? Why was I stomping teams at the same rank that had crushed me days earlier? You could argue the players who beat me ranked up, leaving me against weaker opponents, but by that logic, my stronger teammates should have ranked up too, leaving me with the B team. So what gives? Now maybe it's the anime I've been binging or the G Fuel I've been snorting, but something tells me there's more at play than that. But for any definitive answers, it looks like we'll just have to wait and see. But in the meantime, what do you think? Does Marvel Rivals use engagement optimized matchmaking, or is it something else? And if you could design the matchmaking system, what would you do differently? Drop your thoughts below, I'm curious to hear. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next one.